my house at 8 because I always do. My train, I'm certain, left the station just when it was 2. I must have read the morning paper going into town, and having gotten through the editorial, no doubt I must have frowned. I must have made my desk around 9:15, with letters to be read and heaps of papers waiting to be signed. I must have gone to lunch at 12:30 or so, the usual place, the usual bunch. And still on top of this, I'm pretty sure it must have rained the day before you came. I must have lit my 7th cigarette at 2:30, and at the time I never even noticed I was blue. I must have kept on dragging through the business of the day, without really knowing anything. I hid a part of me away. At 5 I must have left. There's no exception to the rule. A matter of routine, I've done it ever since I finished school. A train back home again. Undoubtedly I must have read the evening paper then. Oh yes, I'm sure my life was well within its usual frame the day before you came. Must have opened my front door at 8 o'clock or so, and stopped along the way to buy some Chinese food to go. I'm sure I had my dinner watching something on TV. There's not, I think, a single episode of Dallas that I didn't see. I must have gone to bed around 10:15. I need a lot of sleep, and so I like to be in bed by then. I must have read a while, the latest one by Marilyn French, or something in that style. It's funny, but I had no sense of living without aim the day before you came. And turning out the light, I must have yawned and cuddled up for yet another night. And rattling on the roof, I must have heard the sound of rain the day before you